Hey everyone, it's me, Kristine. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with
Julie. Hey guys, I'm back. I'm back here, back at it again.
Today we'll be talking about Black Lives Matter. Let's get into it. This is gonna be a very conversational video. I knew from the beginning I didn't want to do it alone because I'm not out here trying to educate you. I feel like that is not my place to be personally.
Yeah.
And we're not experts. Let's get that out of the way. We're not black, obviously.
Yeah.
Just know that the intention for this video is to share and to kind of just keep the movement moving. Also, if you see me reading off the phone, just know, yes, I'm speaking from my heart, my brain, but just to keep it on track, okay? We're open to y'all's opinion. Like I said, this is a conversation and that includes you. So if you have correction or, feedback, let us know. We're open. We're gonna start with backstory.
Okay.
Because I feel like that almost explains why we have the views that we do.
Mm-hmm.
So we grew up in a city. A lot of things are legal that aren't legal in many other places. Of course, with living in such a first world country and be in a place where there are tons of immigrants,
Yeah.
racism is kind of low-key expected.
Yes.
To find. How many black kids were in elementary school that we graduated with?
That we graduated with? I would say 2.
2? 2 to 3.
In our graduating class.
Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah. Not in
not in
general.
the whole school. Yeah.
Hey y'all, I'm currently editing. I feel like through editing the video, I have even little corrections for myself. First thing, to this day, I recall 4 people by name, by face that were black that went to our elementary school.
That's very small.
Out of
100 something.
plus 120, I think.
Why are we realizing that now?
I know. In high school,
I'd say 5
out of
250, I think, was my graduating class.
For me, I hopped around a little bit. So the high school that I was between 9th grade and 10th grade, I tried to reflect on this earlier, and I'm not joking. I don't think there was
Any?
a graduating class.
You're joking.
I could be wrong because I was also not very involved in my high school. Thinking about it right off the dome, to be honest,
Yeah.
I cannot think of their face or their name if there was one.
Okay.
I do not recall a face or a name. I don't know. I just feel like I have to say sorry if you were in my graduating class and I just don't remember you. I know my intention is pure. I literally just don't remember you. Not because of your race, but I just don't remember you. I don't know why. I just feel like I have to say sorry.
This is so
So whack.
This is
That's what
so
I'm saying.
shocking right now.
It's at the end of the day, it is shocking because we've thought about this, but once again, it's a conversation. We didn't overly plan or anything.
University. I don't even think I don't even know.
Have you seen a black person in your class?
No. Black, just no mix. No
Whatever.
mix. I've seen mixed. There's a few mixes in my class of 60.
Yes. I don't go to university, so I
But
don't know that.
also, I don't know. We don't really know. Or we're not really aware.
Yeah,
We don't count.
we're just talking day to day, what we observe. I
Live
think
here?
that goes on to saying we live in a city, and within the city there are different areas of the city. The reason why she could recall a specific number of black people in her high school was low-key because of where we live in the city.
Yeah.
Whereas when the high school that I went to for 9th and 10th grade, very different part of the city people.
Staff? Okay, I was thinking about this too.
Yeah.
I didn't have a single black
I
teacher.
did.
Reflecting on it now, I do not know 100% if the teacher was black.
How we view black people day to day when we
Yeah.
go to school, when you see them in the street, see them in the mall. We grew up with a bunch of races around us.
Yeah.
The black population was smaller.
Yeah. I would just say it was normal.
It was normal to not be white.
What we could also say
Imagine if you had a blindfold on, right? Yeah. Everyone spoke English. Everyone kind of had the same etiquette.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of ate the same food.
Yeah.
You would basically assume that everyone's the same person.
Yeah.
When we started school, low-key, we saw everyone as equal. Yeah.
Crayola crayons.
Yeah.
That one color.
Skin tone.
Skin color? I don't know where we got that
Yeah.
idea from.
We fell into that. I definitely called that skin color without taking into consideration other
of
skin
anything.
colors.
That is just something that you somehow adapt to.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. Like, how do you even...
I feel like it low-key started with just one kid saying, like, pass me the skin color, and then we kind of just adopted it from there.
Yeah.
But like, understand, like, the intention
That's
to
fucked.
harm was not there, though.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's true. Like, it
God.
is messed up, but the intention to do harm, to say harm, wasn't there.
Of course, yeah.
We just kind of were, like, just going with the flow.
Yeah.
As, like, a 5, 6, 7. Growing up, we had a baseline understanding that, like, sure, yeah, like, yes, different people exist, but, like, racism, like, no.
I don't recall thinking about racism.
No, not one bit. How we view black people today, circling back to that.
Okay.
I reflected on it like this. When I see you, I don't see color. I see a human being.
What I said there might be taken offensively. I realize that by saying I do not see color, that is not facing the facts. That is not facing reality. And in reality, there is different color skin tones. So I do see color, and I choose to view you equally. If I'm still wrong, please correct me.
Focusing on now, Black Lives Matter. When did you first hear about Black Lives Matter?
I would say like 2015, 2016. I'm not sure what it was, or like, I don't remember much of it, but I do remember, like, I was in high school.
I'm pretty sure I was in 9th grade, and the first time I heard about it was, like, I had a friend. We were just talking about our days, and she was just like, yeah, like, I don't know if she attended an event, a protest, or whatever for Black Lives Matter. She wasn't trying to, like, invite me. She wasn't trying to do anything. We were just talking about our day, and I learned that, okay, yeah, this, like, she supports this, she's a part of this, and that's when I like first heard about it. The importance of just letting it be known, like letting Black Lives Matter be known. It's not that you have to be like a crazy ass like activist or anything like that, but like let it be known, just that it's a thing.
I think just acknowledging it is the first step.
Yeah.
Knowing that it's an issue is the first step into making like a difference, right?
Yeah.
If you don't think it's a real thing or acknowledge it at all, then it's never gonna change. So.
Yeah. Police brutality. So I watched a Kai Foster video. Love her. She's great. She was talking about like police brutality and things that are happening, and when the protests kind of started going off, like how society was applauding police. She said something along the lines of, "Why are we applauding fish for swimming?" And I have, like, it was one of those, like, insightful moments, mind blown, like, I have never even thought about it like that. We expect the police to be police. And so the fact that our level of expectation has lowered, the fact that we are literally, like, going nuts for the police being on our side, how? Like, literally, how are we doing that? I think in general, yes, like, the people that are just having a more positive light and seeing, like, you know what, progress is progress. People that stand beside you, progress.
I never really understood or saw what they were doing, you know, out there. You know what I mean? Like, you just think that you call them when you need help. And with a lot of propaganda and this, what is that term? It makes you like think that they're better than they are because they do like good things. Performance activism.
Okay.
Like since the cops have such a bad reputation right now, they're seen in like this terrible light. They like go out and do stuff and pretend that they're part of the protesters. But then after they take the picture, they're like, whatever, right? They throw tear gas at you. Like, that has happened. Should we defund?
I think when people say defund, to be honest, I don't know the exact definition or the exact meaning of what they mean by defund the police. My understanding is not the literal translation of defund the police. That's not my understanding. I think what they mean is like use the money that they have more wisely. I think
it's more like I'm not like 100% either. Let's give them less funding because they aren't doing what
they can with what we do give them.
With what the people need, and since we're paying it in our taxes, do we really want to be funding a corporation, an organization that like discriminates against people of color with the funding for police organizations compared to even coronavirus,
Education.
like, anything else. We put so much money into police.
Protesting. I haven't attended a protest.
I went to the protest here like a month ago or something, and it was honestly a really interesting, life-changing time because I'd never gone to one before. First one, and like this was a very delicate situation and like a one that I didn't really know much about at the time. And they brought speakers there and like people who have experienced discrimination because of their this color of their skin, and it was sad. Like some people had these really sad stories, you know, and obviously they're not here to like make you pity them, but just to let it be
Get
known.
you aware, let it be known.
Like make you aware of like what is happening. Especially one thing that touched me the most is the education system here.
Okay.
And that was a lot of like students came up and spoke about their experience with it, and they actually started this whole petition thing to start incorporating African American Black Lives history and stuff into the curriculum, and they did that actually successfully. Like you had to email them and stuff. They made us they told us to email this minister thing, and it actually worked out, and they are incorporating African American history now. There was a huge crowd.
It's not just like a physical stance, it's like educational. It's like it's insightful.
Like you will feel something when you're there. I think it would be weird if you didn't feel anything at all, like you just thought this was chill or whatever. And to the like most people there were actually there because they wanted to be there, not just because they're taking Instagram pictures and stuff. Like most people were actually involved.
Looting and rioting.
Oh yeah. This is the dumbest thing I feel like.
Okay. So when I first heard that like people were looting, people were rioting, I was like, what are y'all doing? Like, what are y'all doing? Y'all really think that violence is the answer? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Then I kind of thought about it a little differently.
Yeah.
Especially in America. Thinking about it in the sense that like, who made America? The Black community are just reclaiming what is theirs.
Yeah.
Because they built it. They made it. When I heard the word reclaiming, especially, the idea that, yes, I'm not here to be like, yeah, go violent, go buck wild. At the same time, I don't blame the Black community for just reclaiming what's theirs and for taking a stance because like, sometimes peaceful protests don't work. I think that like a lot of people have taken advantage of like looting, rioting, and like taken it to where it's not supposed to go.
I'm talking about privileged people that want to cause destruction for the purpose of destruction.
And that paints like a bad picture, like looting and stuff to other people. But I find that like, what will it take to make change?
What will it take to make change?
What will it take to like give the attention?
White privilege. So Allison Holker Boss, I saw one of her TikToks and she did put her finger down situation of someone else's audio. And I think we should do that because I think it'll get into conversation. Put a finger down if you have been called a racial slur. No. Literally never. I literally never. And I think that has to do with the privilege that we have of being born where we are born. If you have been followed in a store unnecessarily, no. Literally
Maybe
never.
with my friends.
But like because of your race? No. Someone has crossed the street in order to avoid you? No. Someone else has clenched their purse if they're in the same elevator as you?
No way.
Stepped off an elevator to avoid riding with you? No. Accused you of not being able to afford something expensive?
No.
I've had fear in my heart when being stopped by the police? No.
Evil a little.
You can say yes. I mean, it's yes. Yeah.
Well, because I don't like the police.
Okay, stopped or detained by police for no valid reason? No, I haven't been scared.
For no valid reason?
No valid reason. Like, has that ever happened to you?
Yes.
If you have been bullied solely because of your race? No. You've been denied service because of the color of your skin?
No.
At the end of the day, like, the Black community every day have to, like, fight the idea that they are below everyone else.
Yeah.
Where we don't see it. I am not fighting for really anything, which is like literally so much privilege. Like, what is that? Like, seriously.
Yeah. Like,
you know how like the all lives matter situation, like how people were getting worked up about that. if y'all are like all lives matter people, you have to understand if you're not black, your life already matters.
Exactly.
And the black community are just trying to be on the same level. Do you not understand that
I'm honestly shocked that
that people are that dumb?
I've read like Instagram threads of just people being like, all lives matter though, and I just get
It's like, are you dumb? Yes, we get it, honey bun.
If we, you know, we're getting heated already, and we're not even black. Just imagine black people reading that. They're everyone is just, they're tired of it.
Yeah.
You know, like, we're just, everyone, like, they're done with it because this is a fight they've been fighting for.
Yeah, like, they came out of the womb and they had to fight. We came out of the womb and we could lay. We could relax. Every single time I drive my car, I see a police all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes multiple police every single day. There is no bone, no emotion in my heart that changes. I feel completely safe. I feel completely fine. Even if I am speeding, my heart doesn't change. Literally nothing changed. When I first realized that was like one of the biggest moments for me with the recent movement of Black Lives Matter, where I was like, damn, I am privileged as frick frack. Like I'm not white, and I am privileged like low-key to the max. The fact that like there are people that get in their car just driving like from A to B to their job, to their school,
and they like
trying to work their ass off, and then they get stopped.
Yeah.
That like a police officer will be right beside them and they will be scared.
Yeah.
Imagine living like that. Systematic racism. If the world is a tree, racism is part of the roots of the tree.
I would say that if we were to start, if we were to have an equal society where everything is universal, everything is okay, we would have to start completely fresh. And like a clean slate, because at this point it's just so messed up. Yeah, it is again so rooted in our system, in our brain. In university you would expect like people to be more open-minded about that, and then I've noticed people even in like these classes that like dedicate to talking about making racism aware, people are still not understanding in their head that like this is an issue. It's even
a thing.
They just think it's like, you know, like whatever. If it doesn't affect me, it doesn't affect anyone.
Social media and like friends and social gatherings. So social media and your in real life social interactions.
Right. I don't know, if you take a step back and you realize what is the most popular things out there right now for entertainment, it is a lot of just white cast members. It is a huge deal when there is like one black person, people of color as like maids or like you know, like the traditional,
or
like
the funny person,
like a teacher. They have the like standard implemented roles for them already. You go into a casting room and you already know what type of like part you're gonna get.
In a way, sometimes I'm like, okay, social media is like too much. Like sometimes we need to calm down. But at the same time, we have to understand that social media has made the Black Lives Matter movement move.
Yeah.
Move.
Yeah, it is like overwhelming, obviously. Like if you're just scrolling aimlessly all day, like just looking at it, and it is something that is tragic, right? But we also have to realize that like, this is what we need. Yeah. And this is...
Just because it inconveniences you or makes you feel upset doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. I feel like my friend groups growing up have become less diverse, but my individual friends that I have like around the world, that are like I made friends with them individually have become more diverse. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's a bad thing. I've never been at a party and like non-black people are screaming the N-word. I've never been in that situation.
You know what? I have to say I have. Yeah. And it's unfortunate because it's not even with my high school. It's not even with my high school friends. And that says something, because you think as you grow older, you know, you learn more. Yeah. But no, there are no excuses whatsoever. And like, even if you think you have the N-word pass,
can we talk about
done with that?
The N-word pass. I'm so sorry. Whoever started that.
Yeah.
Huh?
Is that real?
I've heard people say it before.
Let's see if it's actually real.
I've heard people say it before, like, oh, I have a black friend, I got a pass. The way we grew up, we knew not to say it, and we never said it. I've never said it.
Yeah.
To be fair, like, I'm calling myself out here because it's a very open conversational video. I have definitely been listening to songs in headphones and worthed it. I haven't said it, but I've worthed it with my lips alone in my room. I've definitely done that. I'm not gonna...
And to the black people watching, I apologize for doing that.
But I've never said it. I've never... The thought doesn't even go to my head. It is not a part of my vocabulary.
It shouldn't be part of your vocabulary.
And the fact that people are out here thinking that you have a pass, that it's okay.
Let me read you the Urban Dictionary for N-word pass.
Yeah.
This mystical and infinitely powerful artifact is a certificate or other formal document granting the holder the right to utter the N-word without being from the hood.
I know that there are some black people that don't care if other people say it. I know that there are some people that really care if you say it. We're not black. I don't want to hear it from your lips if you're not black. Personally, I don't.
And I'm guilty of like not stopping someone doing it. But in my head, it changes my perception of them. But that like, what's that? What good is that gonna do?
I am the type of person that if I don't like you, you did something weird that I don't appreciate, whether that's to me or to the people around me, I will call you out for it. Obviously, everyone's different personality-wise, and people are gonna do different things.
Don't be surprised if like if I drift away from you because of that reason. That is, you gotta change your ways. You know, like another thing is like, we will never understand the experience. Yeah,
we'll never get it.
We'll never get it. And I think a lot of people try.
How do you feel about the people that say, I understand?
Okay, you can understand why they're frustrated. Like, you can understand that they are frustrated and upset about something. But you can't understand their experience.
I'm personally very against people that are saying, I understand. It is so easy to say I understand when you literally don't understand. I like try to think and be like, okay, Kristine, if you can't say I understand, then what are you gonna say? I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think a solid alternative is like, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm beside you.
Yeah.
Because I'll literally never understand. I will never, and I get it. And like, yes, there are layers. We can go into layers of like, I understand, and like how we can use that in not being harmful.
I am over, like this propaganda shit, like making it seem that Trump is good, making it seem like Black lives are already good, like making it seem that like Asian people are more discriminated. Like, I'm done with this stuff. Like, Asian people are discriminated, but they're never going to be discriminated as much as Black people.
Yes, because we are closer in tone to the white people.
People don't like change. People don't like hearing that they're in the wrong or hearing that that they've been living wrong, because they feel like, prideful. They feel like, oh, now I feel like a bad person or whatever. What pisses me off is that some people think racism isn't real.
Yes.
And I bet a lot of people get annoyed by this when they compare their experiences to another Black person's experience.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not.
Oh. It's really like, you don't bring it back to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, don't always bring it back to you. I'm not saying like don't say anything about your opinion.
Yeah, because like we have brought it back just like a couple times just to like conversation purposes. But we understand
that it is not about us. For conversational purposes, we go back and forth, touch a lot about our personal lives, but we know that it is not about us.
Of course, saying that you're wrong is really difficult. Everyone has pride. I don't care what you believe in. Everyone has pride. Everyone has their dignity that they want to hold. Their status,
but if
whatever.
you're like wrong and like someone is,
but if you're wrong, and especially right now, when listen up, it is okay to be wrong as long as you try to change it.
Yes.
Let's just own up a little bit. Let's get a little bit better.
Like, I don't know, like, I've been in the wrong too. Like, these past few months, like, people have told me
that ain't
like,
it.
That, right? Yeah. And, like, that's okay. Because, you want to hear, like, the actual, you don't want to be...
Why would you want to live your life in a lie?
Yeah, why would
Thinking that everything's okay when it's so not. Why would
you want to live your life in a delusion?
Oh, can I say something? Okay, this is not going to pertain to you, but listen up. I have a relationship with God. I believe in God.
Yeah.
Listen up to the people out there that think they praise or they believe in a white God. He was not. Jesus was not white. Can we get that out of the way? He was born in Bethlehem. If you put that on a map, he was not white. And the fact that some people are actually using the Bible against, like, saying that, like, oh, it's not real because of the racism is not real. You have got to be. We had to switch to the phone. Camera died. Voting, and how. Like, okay, looking forward into the future.
Okay, basically, if you don't vote, you're basically voting for Trump. I mean, we're not.
What did they say? If staying silent is standing on the side of the oppressor.
Exactly.
Why?
Yeah, if you can vote, like, vote.
And people are talking about how voting, especially in, like, more local elections.
Yeah.
I don't even think about it. Yeah. That's another thing where I was like, yeah, damn, I really need to do that. I really need to level up on that
Did you vote
part.
this year?
Not for anything local. Like, at least they have a platform right now. Yeah. Let's just try our best to, like, keep it moving.
I hope that, like, you know, on a bigger scale, like, our generation makes this effort to, like,
I was talking about this, like, weeks ago. I want to see some young person right now, like, working their ass off to try and get into the system to actually make, like, that systematic change that, like, we all kind of, like, are like, we need systematic change, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But, like, I'm really hoping there's that 1, 2, 5, 10 groups of people that are, like, working their ass off because they know that there's a greater purpose in doing what they're doing right now for the future. That's what we got. Once
so
again,
far,
if you have correction, if you have feedback, if you're like, Kristine, that was wrong.
Yeah.
Let us know. Please be kind. Like, remember, we're all just human. That's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Julie, for being in the video. Her links will be down below.
Yes.
Subscribe during the time.
Yeah.
See you in a little bit.
Yep. Bye.